I did it again. I should just call my show Oops, I Did It Again with the most unpreparedness. um, so, hello. This is my weekly review on Luis Miguel La Serie. Um, it's. Well, this episode was interesting. Let me get my notes because I'm a professional. First and foremost, I am a professional. Um, uh, it's like a quick side note. I learned that I can live stream on my super old ass laptop that I leave my phone on top of and I use to like keep my stuff. Uh, I tested it out on my other channel, but I'm not so sure if that's like a good idea because it's super slow. So it's like the camera's like all dreamlike. It's just weird. So anyway, let's start the review. This week's episode was let's say interesting. Um, the I'm gonna start at my favorite part, or at least the part that I'm only watching the show for, the mystery of the mother. So we're gonna go. Let's say, because there's two parts of this show, like the part where he's a little kid becoming famous, and the part where he's still kind of a kid but like more adultish, like in the late teens, and becoming a what he is now. And then there's one little part that they put in the beginning of the show that they haven't gone back to is where he is a little older, an adult, and probably free from his father's clutches. Um, but I'm going to focus on, at least right now, on the mother. Remember, and we're going to do a recap. Last week, it was they were auditioning him for things. His mother was arguing with the father because he's just a child and stuff. She also told her husband that she wasn't gonna be a prostitute again, or something like that. And um, let's say he separated from his father as a manager and got the other man as a manager. The this time and we found out that his little brother, his littlest brother, was with his mother. Um, I hope you can hear me, um, because I'm whispering because it's kind of late. um, was with his mother. But we didn't hear the mother. He called the place where he thought his mother was, and I think it's a relative of his that is in that house. And then he heard his littlest brother. Um, and then he heard someone tell the little brother to hang up the phone and come and eat. Several things. Sorry about the several things about that. It doesn't make any sense so far. Why wouldn't the father question where his littlest son is? Why did the boys sound surprised that the littlest brother was there? The the dynamic of the brothers and the father is they barely speak to each other. Um, the father is doing what he does, coking it up, using Luis Miguel's money, being a giant asshole to the wife of the man that works with him, who is also like the secretary. I don't know, like an assistant. I don't think she's a secretary. He treats her like shit. And the husband is right there in the room, and he just lets her. He just lets the man berate his wife. Fuck that shit. Pendejo esa gritando estupideces. Um, because he's gonna coke. So yeah, the so my questions are why doesn't the father say, "Where's my kid?" and the kid, like the whole theme of this episode was the two brothers, the middle one and Luis, trying to figure out where's the mom. Why won't she answer him? Because it's his birthday, and he wants to hear from his mom, and his mom hasn't called, and she doesn't call. Um, Spoilers. She doesn't call. And then his birthday, and so the mystery like thickens on that part. Um, like I said, Luisita Rey was angry because the press keeps asking, like, for the rumor that is he separated from his son, management wise, and the lady is trying to keep it civil, like keep the image up, but she can't keep lying, and he keeps screaming at her, and then he comes up with the most brilliant idea to throw him a happy birthday party so he can look like he's still chummy with his son, and also like promote the new disc, CD album, and so he tried. His son doesn't want anything to do with him or his uncle, that is the Luisito Rey's brother, because his brother kind of snitched on him. Um, so the way he does it is his middle brother is studying acting or something. Um, so he tells him to get him so they can have the party. He plans his whole party, and Luis doesn't want to go through the whole part for the whole episode. But in the end of the day, um, we have to go again. It's not as jumpy as before, but there's a lot of loose threads that come in and out. Um, he's at the same time he's having an argument with the record company, because the record company wants to keep him singing the same things that he sing, and he wants to sing modern, like new wave music from the 80s, modern at that time, but modern music from the 80s. And it they don't want to listen to him because he's just 17. And usually the artist never gets listened to ever, like not even like until they have like they're super huge. They can't really or renegotiate their contract. They can never really like, put their own word about their contracts or their music. They already had like a whole thing set for him, and he wants to do like he seems to like Rick Astley, which is cool. Um, if you don't know who Rick Astley is, you probably do, just because of Rick Roll. Rick Roll is the most annoying fucking meme that was ever invented, in my opinion. For a while, I couldn't listen to that song because that song was just annoying the shit out of me. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. I'm so sorry. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, Luis Miguel likes Rick Astley and the 80s pop. He wants to go more pop. But they want to keep him in baladas because, he's the romantic man. So that was the struggle he had, and in the end of the day, the guy he chose to like manage him went to Luisito Rey to manipulate him. Sorry again to sing the fucking songs that he wants him to sing. And in this album, he's supposed to sing with his son a duet. In the end of the day, Luis Miguel has to go to the party because he's kind of forced to. He goes to the party, and he tells the dude that he's his new manager, I don't want to sing the duet with him. I don't care. So he takes away the duet from his father, and kind of folds to the will of the company, because he really wants to do his own music, and I understand that, because like an artist, their art, their voice is the most important thing, and when you take away their voice or their freedom, that kind of crushes them. And an artist is very emotional, very empathetic, an empath, like empathetic. Um, they need to be connected to their art. If they're not, they lose their, they kind of lose their way. So I understand like his struggle there. And the beat that he was doing for his like pop song sounded really good. It sounded almost like Maniac mixed with something else. It was really good. So he knows what he's doing. He was a, he knows music. He was doing that since he was little. Brilliant little kid. We go back to the past, which was like what, like 10 years probably back, or 8 or 9 years back. He wasn't that little. I mean, he wasn't like, he's not that small or big, I should say. He's just like still a teenager. He's turning 18. You go back to the when he is a little wee cute one. Side note, I think everybody in this novella is singing their own voices, which I like to say that's a good thing. I like that they put the effort into sounding good and putting their own voice. I know Jose doesn't like the protagonist Boneta's voice, but uh, I I think he does a good job. But the one I really like that sings is the one who's playing his father, Luisito Rey. The actor can sing really good. Um, the little kid sounds like Jose Feliciano. I don't know if that's how Luis Miguel sounded like. I don't think so. Um, but even though it doesn't sound like what they originally sound like, at least there's like more effort, in my opinion, than just replaying the original voice and the guy mimicking it. Um, they couldn't do that with Jose because Jose's voice is very particular. So they couldn't do that, and I understand that. But with Luis Miguel, I think they can. Um, Only because I don't think that the actor could pull off the facial movements unless it was his voice singing it. I think, in my opinion, he's doing a very good job. Um, I like seeing the old like style music that they like music no style like the 80s style. Uh, those jeans, them jeans, those damn tight jeans, and his lovely, lovely mullet. I guess you can say it's a mullet. I'm not sure you can classify it as a mullet, but I'm gonna call it a mullet. He almost looked like Don Johnson at one point in Miami Vice, or he looks like Flock of Seagulls when he pulls his hair up. He through the whole theme of the show, he was waiting for the phone call from his mom to say happy birthday. He went to Veronica Castro's, which I now think about it. Veronica Castro's like the sister, and she's a very famous uh, Mexican artist. She had her own show at that same time. That's why she's there. The actress playing her. Her niece is in this playing the president's daughter who's having a wedding, which more on that one later, which is funny to me. And and her son is Cristian Castro, which is the basically the competitor to Luis Miguel. Um, I find that all hilarious in my opinion. I don't know why. Where was I? Oh, I was he was in the Veronica Castro show, and they build up because you think, oh shit, they're gonna call his mom, and he's gonna finally talk to his mom, but it was somebody else. uh, it was someone else. It wasn't him. Or sorry. And you can see the disappointment on the little kid's face, both the brother and him not being able to call his mom. Kind of sad to see like children missing their parent and they don't know where they are. And there's this other theme going on that he thinks his mother hates him because I don't know why he thinks that. More on that later. Um, I'll go back on that, but now we gotta go back. I'm doing this exactly how the show does it. Goes back and forth. Let's go back, way back to 1981, where Luisito Rey wants to get his son to sing at the wedding of the president's daughter in Mexico. Her name is Alina, and she is Sofia Castro, which is the daughter of the first lady in Mexico, which I forget her name. Gaviota from the novelas. They always call her Gaviota because that was like her. Daniela Castro, I think her name is. She was married to Abuelo Castro and had Sofia Castro. Um, which is funny because she's playing the president's daughter. Um, um, fuck. She's playing the president's daughter in the show, and she is the president's stepdaughter in real life of Mexico. Um, I find that hilarious. Again, it's just me. So he to get him to sing at this wedding, he has to meet the man called El Diablo, which Andres Garcia knows, and he begs Andres Garcia, the actor, the Mexican actor, to let him meet this Diablo, who is very close to the president. And this guy has a thing for Luisito Rey's wife. And Luisito Rey, instead of saying, maybe this isn't a good idea, no. He just knows exactly what that man wants, throws his unwilling wife at it without telling her, uses her as bait. And basically, the man does what dude wants. He gets him an audience with the president's daughter. She says yes because, as the lady was saying no and the dude was begging, I think Luis Miguel found his confidence. Or it's more like, it's not confidence, it's more like, I need to please my dad, so I have to do this. The way they keep showing the child looking at the father and the mother struggle, and he doesn't want that to happen. So he pleases the parents so they're happy, so they can be normal. And that's what it looks like, and it's sad. I don't like watching child abuse. And it's sad that he feels like he's obligated to be the food bringer. She says yes, and that night, the piece of shit Diablo, who is interested in Luis Miguel's mom, sends her a nice little dress, and the scumbag father of his says it's from him and that she can go to the wedding and see her son sing. And she doesn't know that the dress is from the creepy guy that wants to have sex with her. And Lord have mercy, I don't like the build up. Like this, I think the horrific thing that's going to happen to her is yeah, that causes her either to leave or die as have something to do with that. Anyway, they go to the wedding, and this is a very good scene because perdona, sorry about that. This is a very good scene because Luis is there. He's dressed as a cute little, like, 70s, late 70s velvet, like, what the hell is it? Bell bottom suit. Velvet. It's just all velvet. like wine color velvet suit with this long cute hair. His mother's dressed in this like Grecian looking dress, and she's happy because she thinks that she doesn't know that the dress is from the creep guy that keeps like groping her arm so creepishly. Um yeah, so he goes up to sing. The creepy guy comes, touches her all over, tells her that the dress was from him. She figures it out and yells at the dude at the reception, not loud, but you know, in entre nos kind of conversation, and she accuses him of treating her like a prostitute, and he's like, no. She gets up to leave, and meanwhile, Release is supposed to be singing, but he can't because he's watching his parents fight, and there again, he feels the obligation to fix that problem. And that is sad that a 12-year-old child, I think he's 11 or 12, thinks that he has to fix and be the parent of the parents. She stops and encourages him to sing, and he does, and he sings an interesting little ditty. It's kind of popish, pop-ish, not pompish, popish and melodious and cute. Um, yeah. So they have that argument, and that's where that part ends. And we go back. Luis Miguel has an idea to escape the party. So he makes his father do the press conference and lets him talk because he likes talking. So he basically uses that for his advantage. So he does that, and then he takes his middle-aged brother, his little brother, like, I'm gonna say little brother, but it's not the wee little one, it's his middle brother. And he goes to his house, where his girlfriend is, and they throw him a surprise party. Yay! He has a real party with his friends and people he cares about. And that's the end of that. At least I'm not forgetting anything. And then we get the last little piece that I wanted to talk about. His mother didn't call him, but we supposedly, the girlfriend hands him after the party a note, postcard, I should say, and the postcard comes from Argentina, and it says that mi querido hijo, no guardo rencor por lo que pasó. Te quiero mucho, Mom. You know, and it's like, rencor, why would she, have rencor for her son? That is weird. I guess we're gonna find out. I have theories. The way they're planting it is that she's probably gonna get raped by the Diablo guy. So, is that little boy the one that his littlest brother that he never talks to, he never cares much about, that he tries to almost erase from history? Is that little one the one that belongs to that creepy guy because she gets raped? Is that why? And is that why the father doesn't give a shit where his little child is? I know that he doesn't give a shit regardless, but let's pretend that he's a decent human being. At least he would pretend to give a shit about where the hell his little kid is. Yeah, so they're planting that the mother sent the card. According to many people that follow Luis Miguel, they know she's dead because Luisito Rey killed her, so who is putting up the front that she's still alive? And if she is still alive at that point, why not call your son? Well, now we're gonna go into what's gonna happen next week. So what's gonna happen next week is the father we see a clip of the father crying and saying that she the mother, Marcella, was cheating on him all these years with another man, the last man that she had. The problem is, I don't trust a word he says because he's a manipulator. All he does is manipulate. He lies and says bullcrap to get his way. So, dirtying up the mother so he can get full control of him is not above him. So I know he's bullshit. I know he's bullshit. So yeah, it's gonna get darker. We're gonna head into really dark territory. So yeah, I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can tell me down below. I enjoyed it. Dreading what comes next. And also, apparently the Netflix series isn't there yet. For some reason, I thought it was. I was trying to, because last week's episode was so chaotic that maybe it's because it was edited poorly because they took parts out because it was too explicit for TV, maybe? Because they edited out bad words, like a lot of bad words. So maybe there's more like scenes that are missing. That's why it's a little jumbled. So I thought, I went, oh, fuck it, I'll just look at Netflix. It's not there. I found Pasión de Gavilanes, which is another bunch of novelas that they have there, which is amazing. So there's that. So go get Netflix so you can watch like Pasión de Gavilanes. Because I guess I misinterpreted the information. I thought that they were going to release it at the same time. But it makes more sense if the channel wants to make money off the series they get it first, and then like after the show's over, put it on Netflix. Totally makes sense. So I'm gonna wait for next week. Again, leave in what you think down below. Don't be shy to comment. I will answer because I have nothing else to do with my life. No, I love discussing nerdy shit like this with people. Again, si tú quieres hablar más de esto, hablo en español también. Yo hablo español, yo leo en español, yo escribo, no muy bien, pero escribo en español. So, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for subscribing, whoever did last week. And, because they don't let you see, for some reason, who subscribes to you. That's dumb. Thank you for showing up, and this was fun. At least it was for me. I hope it was for you. Yeah. Again, I think that the show is hitting its stride. I think that the editor finally figured out a better pattern than last week. The writing is better. At least I think it is. The singing is good. I give it a satisfaction. At least it was better than the Gotham episode did last week. Here, oh yeah, I'm going to live stream Gotham, not the show Gotham, the review for Gotham Thursday, not Wednesday. It would be weird if I do it Wednesday. And whatever is in between. I might do a review on something I just finished reading. Might. So I might have to maybe wait until I read the other endings, which I can easily do on YouTube. So yeah, I'm meandering, and see you. Thank you. Bye.